Everybody to the Wild Wild West, a state that's untouchable like Elliot Ness. The track hits your eardrum like a slug to your chest, like a vest for your Jimmy in the city of sex. We in that sunshine state for the bomb and be the state where you never find a dance floor empty and Vince me on a mission for them greens. Lean bean, money making machines, serving beans. I've been in the game for 10 years making rap tunes. Ever since Honeys was wearing satin, I was 95 and they rocked me and watched me diamond shine, looking like a Rob Liberace. It's all good from Diego to the Bay. The city is the bomb if the city making pain. Pull the finger if you feel the same way.
Party, what up?
Lift it down for California.
Hope y'all ready to party and get some laughs in, because we're going up tonight. I know we've been on quarantine, but it's time to have a good time. Hey, go ahead, drop it in the chat where you from. Where my California people at? Drop it in the chat. Hey, I know y'all know this. Hey, I see you, Cali. I see you, Texas. Let's go. Where we at? I heard everything's better in Texas. Imagine.
Smells like a contraceptive. I hope you get burnt. Since you haven't learned, it's the knick-knack, paddywhack. I still got the biggest sack. So put your gun away, run away, cause I'm back. Why? Hit 'em up, get 'em up, spit 'em up now. Tell me what's going on. It make me wanna holler cause my dollar's coming ozone. Long for the breakup, so take off your clothes and quit trying to spit at my motherfucking hoes. Speaking of hoes, I get to the point. You think you got the bomb cause I wrote you a joint? You so flick. And I'm the big dog. I scratch you off my balls with my motherfucking paws. Y'all niggas better recognize and see where I'm coming from. It's still east side till I die. Why X? Why?
We got your host coming up in a few minutes, y'all. Stay with me. Let's vibe out since you come on the stage. Let's go. Hey, go ahead and sing this in your living room if you know this right here.
But if you give me 10 bitches, then I'll fuck all 10. See my homie Snoop Dogg sipping juice.
What else? We got Texas, we got Cali Wolves over here.
To get paper, style, very packing paper like
my LA people, where you at? Put your hands up. Let me see your hand up there, people from LA.
Your whole fucking block pumping. Don't sweat, protect me. I'm getting like China. You never find a bomber ramen in this nigga behind you. So peekaboo, clear away, I'm coming through, girl. You can't see me.
Where my players at? Where we say? I'm not a player. I'll stretch a lot. Hey. Hey, you tell her I ain't a player. I just stretch a lot. I'm still not a player, but you still a hater. Elevator to the top high. See you later, roll on penthouse suite, penthouse freeze, in-house speech, French counties, 10,000 beats, 10,000 leads, on the option to buy, cop on the 5 with bands, and when I'm not, run from the sky, roll from the lie, put my swingcito, up in the Benzito, with my capable things, the game where we go back like EAs, and wear PJs, now we reach the PJs, running trains for 3 days, who wanna ride, it won't cost you $1, whether small for harder, of course, it's still gonna holler, my mama big, huh? I rip my break through your hooters, I'm sick. You couldn't measure my dick with 6 shooters. Hold up. Hey, if y'all ready to have some fun and hear some comments and we have a good time, then go ahead. Let me get you to your living room and put your hands like this. To the left, to the right. Follow me though. Okay. Look. Hey, here we go. Next song. I know y'all know this one. I'm not a player, I just fuck about it. This is that feel good music right here. Come on. I see you, Allie. Hey. Hey. Okay. Hey. Baby, when you broke my heart, that I can't let up my day. I will show you that I will. Your love, all those times I said that I love
Hey, don't be scared to make a request. I got you if you need it. Talk to me.
Yes, I cry. Yes, I cry.
Hey, players only. Don't think that you ain't no player, all right? You could have, hey, we 90 things tonight, y'all. House party. You better be in your bed, be in your living room, wherever you at. Just turn up and have a good time.
And all the nasty things you know. So baby, dance like everybody. While I sing my God back home. She said she'd never turn on me. You're lying. But you did. You're lying. All this pain you said I've never been. You're lying.
It was a clear black night, a clear white moon. Woman G was on the streets trying to conserve some scratch from the eve so I could get some funds rolling in my ride.
Where my party people at, man? I know you're having a good time right now. We just warming up too. Don't get it twisted. It's just a warm up right now. If y'all think the music is good, you ain't heard nothing yet. We got a whole lineup for y'all. Let's go crazy.
With some brothers shooting back, so I said next to us. I jumped out the rap and said, "What's up?" Some brothers put some gun, so I said,
These girls speak for me, I'm a glide and swerve. These hookers looking so hard, they straight on the curve. Want to bigger, better things than some horny tricks. I see my homie and some hookers all in his mix.
I'm getting jacked, I'm breaking myself. I can't believe they taking more than 12. They took my rings, they took my Rolex. I looked at the brother, said, "Damn, what's next?"
Okay, we almost got Allie coming up. I hope y'all ready because she is something else.
They wanna come up real quick.
Let's get ready for the next comedian to come up, and our host, of course.
They got guns to my head, I think I'm going down. I can't believe it's happening in my own town. So I went fly, let me contemplate. I glance in the cup and I see my homie Nate.
16 in the clip and one in the hole. Nate Dogg is about to make somebody turn cold. Now they dropping and yelling, it's a tad bit late. Nate Dogg and Warren G had to regulate. I let my dad explode. Now I'm switching my mind back into free flow. If you won't search, sit back and observe. I just left a nigga who's over there on the curb.
Now they got the freaks and that's a known fact. Before I got jacked, I was on the same track. Back up, cause it's on Nate and me. Throwing to the G.
Just like I thought, they were in the same spot. In need of some desperate help. The Nate Dogg and the G-Child were in need of something. One of them things was sexy as hell. I said, ooh, I like your style. She said my chords broke down and just sing real nice. Would you let me ride? I got a car full of girls and it's going real swell. The next stop is the East Side Motel.
All right, Protest, how y'all feeling tonight? We got somebody special coming on. She go by the name of Allie Noel. You probably know her. You probably seen her. Make some noise for Allie Noel.
Just fucking it up. Fucking some shit. Just fucking it up. Hey. Fucking it up. I be standing on the couch, just fucking it up. Hey, fucking it up. I be in my own space, just fucking it up. Hey, just fucking it up. You get money for your.
What's up, everybody? Oh my gosh! Wow, there are so many of you guys watching right now, and I'm so excited that you guys are here for my house party comedy show. We have so much in store for you guys. First off, I want to thank Protest Party for, oh my God, just facilitating this whole thing and giving me a shot to do my own comedy show. Love Protest Party. If you guys haven't subscribed, subscribe already. Okay. They share, they like literally stream protests all day long. If you want to know what's going on around the country and what protests are happening, seriously, click Protest Party. Go to protestparty.tv. It is on there. You can see it. They also have a bunch of other shows that they stream. There was one going on before my show. Sorry about the delay, guys, but we are here now, and I'm so happy that you're here. Give it up for my DJ. Let's give it up for DJ Rematch. Yes, the silent claps, but you feel it, okay? I feel it, so I got to do it. But I'm super excited to be here. How you doing, DJ Rematch?
Man, I'm lovely. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for the mix. We was feeling it was a vibe, right? We got the 90s music going, you know?
Whoa, hey.
You know, what a lot of you guys don't know, this is actually my cousin. And so this is a family affair, okay? And I was like, I need a DJ and I need someone good. I need someone tech savvy because this is a trip. Let me tell you, putting together a Zoom show is not for the weak-minded. You can go, anyone get a mic and get a club and do a show somewhere, but trying to make it all happen, like, didn't we have some problems? We made it happen, right?
Oh yeah, we got it cracking. Woo!
We got it real cracking. So thank you guys so much for being here. I've got a great lineup for you guys. Of course, we have our headliner, Ruben Paul. Oh my gosh. So it is going to be an amazing night. So let's get to it. Fuck these jokes. Let me tell you what's going on in my life, okay? First of all, I just found out, like, you know, because we've been going through this pandemic, I'm not going to do coronavirus material. I just know my life coach told me I had a rage problem. And before Corona, I did not have a rage problem. Or maybe it was like suppressed. I don't know. But I find myself snapping at a lot of things that what person really wouldn't snap at? You know what I mean? Like if someone just tells me like, hey, you know, like, oh, could you move your car? You know, like, honestly, I'm just like, no. And I'm looking to pop off at every single thing. My neighbors are assholes. They play music all freaking day long because they have nowhere to go. And I'm like, cool, I have nowhere to go. It's so sad. And I'm so petty that I upgraded my sound system so I could fuck them over every single day. Like if they start playing music for just 2 seconds, I'm like, that's it. I'm done. We're playing Big Frida all freaking day long. I go outside on my trampoline, start jumping, like in all my glory. I shouldn't be out on the trampoline with a tube top on. Now, you know, stuff is going over, but I'm like, this is what you're going to experience because this is what I experienced, you know? I take petty to like a whole new level. And then also, guys, during this time, I've really been trying to write new material. Yes, a hoe is trying not to be a hoe anymore, you know, but I don't really consider myself like a ho-ho. You know, I was like more like about hoe appropriation because like I like the lifestyle, but I just don't like the things that we have to do to keep the status. Do you know what I mean? And my tongue is sensitive. So I'm just saying. And then, you know, I have a lot of people tell me that I'm more than just my dick jokes. I'm not, you know, I recognize where I'm pretty and it's from the titties up and we're just going to go with what we know. Do you know what I mean? Like in this climate, do you notice that, you know, affirmative action is frowned upon now? What do you say to those women who got jobs off affirmative action like myself? Like my sister went to college and got a degree. You know what I mean? I went for 30 seconds and I was like, oh, fuck this dance class. I can't be here. You know, I was like, we've got to drop out. There's more to life than school. And Michelle Obama keeps saying that we're more than just our beauty. And not all of us are, Michelle. Some of us just wanted to be a hoe and smile and just say, look at these titties and hire me, sir. But we can't do that anymore. It's you know, it's such taboo. And like, you know, this could come back to bite me in the ass. But I don't care. This is how I feel. I'm not saying every woman needs to not go to school and drop out after 30 minutes. But, you know, I felt like that was my lifestyle. My parents support me, kind of. You know, I still live here, you know. They don't really like it too much. It's okay, you know. I mean, like I pay. I'm like, you know, I think to myself because the reason why, like, after you get to my age, we're not going to reveal how old I am. But when you get to my age, it's just like, well, you might as well stay, you know. I mean, like you've been with me so many years. I mean, why am I going to leave now, you know? And I can't pass up the opportunity to tell my father go to his room, you know, because one of these days I'm going to be paying the rent, you know. I'm going to be paying this bills and we're going to live in our castle. And I'm going to like go to your side of the wing, Ivan. We're not going to deal with this anymore, you know. I really look forward to this. Yeah, I have really very odd dreams for myself. Yeah, you know, I'm not going to say this is awkward because I talk to myself all the time. So that's what I feel like I'm doing. And I'm just like, girl, bitch, you are so pretty. You are a comedian. No one watches you, but you're a comedian, girl. And you got this, girl. And that's what this feels like right now. Do you guys feel it? I get it. Do you get it? I get it. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, guys, we have a really great show for you. I'm not going to take up too much time because I really want you guys to see all the comics that I brought to the show. Some of you who have been to my shows before, I heard you. I heard your rude comments about my lineups. When I tell you this lineup is so fire, I don't want to hear anything. These women and these men are so good, and I love them to pieces, and I worked with them all. So I am so excited to bring them to you guys, okay? With that said, the first comedian I'm going to bring up is my girl who gave me my first shot to host my very own open mic. And our open mic was so poppin'. When I tell you, oh my God, but like, we're going to save her because she's coming up in a bit. But with that said, we're going to bring up our first comedian, and this woman is hilarious. I've seen her do stand-up. I've seen her do a game show, and she's a spitfire. She is like, I love her. So I want you guys to give it up for Laurel Cummings.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're just like my mother, but supportive. Allie, you're so cute. I love it. This is already the most fun I've had in like 7 months. I'm in New York right now, so it's 11 p.m. and I'm in my pajamas, but that means nothing because I've been wearing them for 7 months. New York is horrible now. It's disgusting. It's fully become Gotham City. But there are some positive outcomes of the apocalypse. Like the rental market totally crashed, so we're all poor now. But on the plus side, previous to this, I had 3 roommates, right? I lived with an actress, a writer, and another comic. And now I just live with anxiety and depression. So baby steps. How are you guys doing with the pandemic of sleeping with your exes? Because I know I've got the bug like really bad. I need to stop though because he's nuts. Like he always wants to mix it up. He's a real freak. Like he likes to do it Christopher Robin style, where he keeps his shirt on like Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, he likes to give me some 100-acre wood. But you know what? That one's on me, I think, because he's also a ginger, and we all know that redheads are God's red flags. So I should have known. What else? Oh, most people don't know this about me, but I'm actually a nice person. I know I look like a recovering high school mean girl. I'm not mean. I'm just blonde. It reads the same. I never thought that I was a mean girl, but looking back, there were signs. Like this one time at boarding school. That's the sign. That's the sign. The last time I hosted a Twitch show, I saw the comment said, yeah, she looks like the kind of girl that would throw a Bible at me. I I don't know what's going on in the rest of the country, but I can tell you that I personally swear I will never, under any condition, play sports. It's not who I am. I did go to boarding school, and I don't want to brag, but the education was a lot better. Like by 15 years old, I already knew more about selling Adderall than most of my friends did in college. But the education was a lot better. Like I had this one teacher, Mr. Robbins, and I always thought that he hated me because he was such a dick. And then one day after class, I said, Mr. Robbins, what's the deal? Do you hate me? And he said, Laurel, no. I'm not hard on you to be cruel. It's because I see myself in you. And that's how I lost my virginity. I did go to boarding school, but I'm really from Florida. And I don't like to tell people that because they always want to know what was it like growing up in Florida. And I can only say it was like a Tarantino movie, overrated. And I peaked in 1994. That is my most controversial joke. And I know this is an LA show, so I don't know if that plays in LA. Cool. But I'm not really from redneck Florida. I'm from Palm Beach, Florida, it's a little island and it's kind of nice. Like I say kind of nice because we had a local celebrity, but it's Jeffrey Epstein. And Donald Trump, like all the bad ones, and that guy that got the hand job from the massage place. Anyway, but just because I'm from a nice town doesn't mean that my childhood was good. It was actually it was actually pretty rough. Like when I was 10, I once went like 6 months without even talking to my horse. I acted out, you know, I'd get sent to my boat without dinner. I had my reasons though. I mean, like my dad left when I was 8. My dad just left our tennis club. I had to play on the public courts. But I got through it. Yeah. I'm thinking about it, and I think the whitest thing I've ever done was cut myself in an Equinox steam room. But don't worry, I quit Equinox. Today that's as dark as I'll go, I promise. Today was a big day for me though, because I officially quit Equinox. May it rest in peace. I really liked Equinox because it made me feel better than other people, but also because it was really fun. Much more fun than throwing money directly in the trash. Equinox is fun because I'd see a lot of guys working on their legs, and I'd want to say, hey, fellas, women don't care about your legs at all. Still just arms and careers. So just stay laser focused there, please. I know that's shallow, but my friends are worse. Like they don't date short guys, which is insane. Like it doesn't matter if a guy is short as long as he's rich. Let's be reasonable. Although I don't even know what the rules are anymore. Things are changing. Everything is so different now. Like the last guy I slept with, it was for his personality. I know, it's sick. It's tough though. Like with all the social distancing, like I haven't really been close to anyone for the 7 months of quarantine or the 31 years of my life. What else did I want to say? I think I'm getting better though, because Ruben loves it. I think I'm getting better though, because in my 20s, I was like really insecure and I'd need guys to spend like every night with me. But now I'm like, hey, just like have a night at the game with just your wife. It's fine. I don't know. I'm 33. I always thought I'd be divorced by now. So what are you gonna do? I will just end by saying oh, I realized I got catfished this week on Hinge, which is cool. I thought I had a date with a cute lawyer, but I had a date with someone who ate a cute lawyer. And then I realized, like, if you're not being catfished, you probably are the catfish, because in all my pictures, I'm 21, and in real life, all my eggs are dead. But I'll just end by saying that dating me is like Christmas, because I love presents and I come once a year. Thanks. I'm Laurel Cummings.
Oh my gosh, hilarious. Oh my gosh, give it up for Laurel Cummings, guys. Oh my God. You said arms and something else, and I haven't died. Hilarious. Yeah. Thank you so much. Give it up one more time for Laurel Cummings, guys. Don't forget to follow her. Also, guys, please support the show, and you can donate to protestparty.tv. You can donate there. There's a button on the side, or you can tip Laurel yourself. Her Venmo, she sent me her Venmo. Her Venmo will be in the chat, guys. So go ahead and send a little tip. I'm telling you, we're comedians. We take anything, literally anything. So go ahead and just support us, okay? With that said, I'm gonna bring up our next comedian. She is my girl. Like I said, she gave me my first shot to host my own open mic, and I did not think it was gonna turn out to be what it was. Most open mics are absolutely boring. And just, God, you want to slit your wrist, it's so bad. But when I tell you that this open mic was the funnest open mic, I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but Wednesdays was lit, okay? Like one night, I remember there was like 9 blunts being passed around, okay? And everybody was just, it was like, this is pre-corona. And everybody was just, you know, smoking and just passing it. And it was like, we were all chill. And then we all ended up going for a second time, and everybody was funny. We were like, oh yeah, bitch, you killed that joke, bitch. Like, this was hilarious. But I think we really were just, we were that good. It wasn't because we were high. It wasn't the weed, I'm telling you, okay? With that said, I'm going to bring her up. I want you guys to get your hands together and clap with me. Give it up for Miss Shantoinette Morgan, guys.
Okay, DJ. No, I can't forget about my girl. In the club. Go ahead, cut it, DJ. Cut it, DJ. What's up, Allie? I missed you. how to adjust myself. I got ADD and I don't want to get too far off topic. I got diagnosed with ADD when I was in like 3rd grade, and my mom told the therapist, I don't want her to have that. So I just kind of trying to figure this shit out by myself. So I want to stay focused. So that's why I'm gonna say hi to Allie later. Laurel, great set. Love that shit. Super fucking funny. Happy to not be here with all guys. I've been hosting my own open mic, and it's like a dick fest. And I'm like, I'm tired of seeing people that belong to penis. I don't want to see them anymore. I like female comics. We talk about things that relate to me, like dick. That's what we talk about, you know? Makes me happy. I'm happy to do this show. Super happy for Allie. Wednesday nights were always popping at the open mic spot. And I think those blunts being passed around is how I ended up pregnant. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. That's probably how I got fucking pregnant. And I didn't realize then, but I was pregnant right before the lockdown. It was like, you might as well just stay in the house because you fucked up anyway. Like that's what Corona did for me personally. I don't know how else to put it. Like, okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, because y'all all, like, I see everybody in the chat, y'all all look like y'all respectable people, you know, everybody's handles seem like they nice, you know, honest people. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This is my 2nd kid, but my 1st kid, when I found out I was pregnant, I thought I had an STD. That's the truth. I thought my baby was an STD, and I'm not ashamed of it anymore, because if you don't know this, babies and STDs got a lot in fucking common, okay? I don't know if y'all realize that, but they do, okay? So what happened was I was supposed to start my cycle, and it didn't come like normal. Like, you ladies, y'all know your cycles is like clockwork. Like, you know, every single month, okay, this is the time frame that I'm not gonna get no dick. Like, you know, right? It wasn't coming. I was like, okay, I'm still getting dick. Like, where's the break at? What's happening, right? So I got on my phone and I Googled what sexually transmitted diseases causes your period to stop and nausea. 72 pages popped up. I was like, oh shit, I should probably go see somebody. Like, I should get this checked out. I don't think this is okay, right? I narrowed it down to the clap. I was like, okay, I can't go to my regular doctor and tell her that I got the clap, because she looked me in my face and she was like, Shantanette, you are such a beautiful woman inside and out, and I believe you can do whatever you want to do. Just don't trust these niggas. And I was like, okay, I got you. I didn't want to go back and be like, okay, I didn't listen. So how do we fix this? Like, what do I do now? I don't really know. I didn't want her to be disappointed in me, right? So I'm driving down the street and I go to this free clinic by my house, and I just popped in there because they had a sign outside that said pregnancy test for all women. And I'm like, okay, that means me. Let me go in here and check things out. They didn't mean me, okay? Like, free clinics are for people without health insurance. Like, these bitches could smell the health insurance on me. They didn't like me from the jump. They didn't like me when I walked in there. I was like, I don't like this animosity that y'all got towards me, right? I go to the counter, the lady got an attitude with me. She's like, can I help you? I'm like, I don't know. Tell me what you do and I'll let you know what I got. Like, let's try to help each other out. I don't really know how to work this. I went to the back, I peed in a little cup. I'm sitting in the front. I watched every woman before me. They went up to the counter. They got this little white bag and they left, right? Now it's my turn. I'm ready to get my little white bag. I'm ready to dip, right? Nope. She called me to the back again. She said, Miss Morgan, can we see you? And I was like, oh shit, it's AIDS. This is it. I'm about to die. Like, this is it. I'm in the back. I'm crying. I'm sweating. I'm hot. I'm in tears. I'm like, should I call my mama? No, because she don't know I'm getting dick. Like, I didn't know what to do. I was alone in that situation. She's like, so you are clear for STDs, but it looks like you pregnant. What you want to do moving forward? I said, but you a goddamn lie. She said, excuse me? I said, no, excuse me. When I walked in here, I wasn't pregnant. So you need to figure out whatever the fuck you did, because your ass got me pregnant. Y'all, that lady was like, I don't understand. I said, no, I don't understand, y'all. I reached a level of anger in my life where I started putting curse words in the middle of words. Like, I didn't even know that was a thing. I said, I don't understand. This is out fucking outrageous. Who off the fucking rise a pregnancy test anyway? I didn't ask you to do that. She's like, ma'am, it's a standard procedure. I said, bitch, I didn't ask you to standard fucking procedure me, okay? I did not ask you to do that. And that's how my first pregnancy went. So this one kind of caught me off guard, and I felt like I would be more prepared, but no, I was not prepared for this shit. Like I was, like Ali said, I was ready to smoke 10 blunts in a day. Like that was my lifestyle I had gotten used to. And now I'm pregnant and I'm like, okay, like, can I sniff weed? Like, is that okay to sniff it? Like, what do we do when it comes to marijuana and babies? But then I Googled it and I found out that weed causes baby to have Down syndrome. And I can't have a Down syndrome baby. I'm not responsible enough for kids with mental illnesses. It's not me. I support everybody that has to go through that, but I know my lifestyle. And God blessed me with a tiny genius the first time. And I hope he does it the second time. Because with my first kid, I don't really do anything. Like I just like, he does everything for himself and I'm there to reach the stuff on the top shelf. Like that's my role in his life. Like that's what I do for him. I'm the support system, not the parent. That's what it is, man. But we're getting used to things. Like, you know, quarantine has really slowed me down a lot. So it gives me time to think about things and, you know, figure stuff out and like calm down and not be so quick to run and jump and everything, because I don't got nowhere to go. And I don't know if y'all know this, but they say pregnant women can die first with the coronavirus. And I don't really like dying. So it's not my favorite activity. So I don't want to do that. So I'm just like trying to figure shit out. And my baby, he's such a wonderful, kind, caring person, you know? And he's reached this point in our quarantine where like, I'm saving spiders. Like that's our thing now. That's our new quarantine thing. We set the spiders free. He's like, Mommy, don't kill the spider. Set the spider free. And I'm like, why? Like, let's just kill it and get it over with. I can step on it. We can be done with this. Like it takes an hour to catch a spider. I don't know if y'all know this. Spiders are scary as shit. Okay. I don't really like spiders, but I don't have a reason to. And that's what my baby helped me understand. Like, have y'all ever met a spider? No. We've never had conversations with spiders. We don't really know spiders. One day I got ready to kill a spider. He's like, Mommy, you don't know where that spider is going. Do you know how many baby spiders have? I'm like, yeah, they have like 1 million at one time. He's like, exactly. That Spider-Man has to feed 1 million babies. Could you imagine having to feed 1 million babies? I'm like, no, I can't. I can't imagine having to feed 1 million babies. He's like, okay, so we should let him go because he probably got stuff to do. That's important. I'm like, okay, well, we'll let him go. And then it hit me. Spiders are the Black people of the bug world. Like that's what I get it, white people. It's so easy to be afraid of things that you don't communicate with. I stand. I get it. But I still don't like spiders. Like I'm not like, I can have this epiphany and say that this is I see it, but I still don't. I don't want to save them. I want to kill them all. And I understand how white people feel now. That got dark. I told y'all ADD, 3rd grade. I'm working on this shit, okay? I'm trying to figure this shit out, man. But being pregnant is fun. People wait on you hand and foot. Like I quit my job and they didn't even care. They was like, you know what? We understand. I was like, thank you so much. I was appreciative that they appreciated me quitting. Like it wasn't working out for me. I don't have a bad attitude, but I like to talk shit. And I talk the kind of shit that usually get me hit. And I don't want to get hit while I'm pregnant because that can create other issues. And I don't want to be that person fighting on the internet pregnant. You know what I mean? Like the internet is everywhere. Everybody's watching all the time. I don't want to be that girl. So I quit my job. And I thought it was a spider behind me. Oh, Jesus Lord. Okay. Like I was saying, I don't want to be that kind of person. So I respectfully, my last day of work, I got into it with my coworker because she's stupid. And I had to let her know she was stupid. It wasn't her fault. Like, you know, you were raised in a stupid way and that is the result of you being stupid. I get it. I understand. But don't waste my time with your stupid shit. Like that's the only thing I was trying to get her to understand and she wasn't understanding. So we had a little tiff, right? So I went up to my manager and I was like, look, I just had a tiff with her and I just want you to know I'm not coming back tomorrow. She was like, okay, you gonna take the day off? I was like, no, I'm taking forever. I'm gonna take forever off. That's what I'm gonna do. And she was like, okay, like I understand, like I get it, and I appreciated that. I appreciated that so much because I don't like to do paperwork. Like I like to not show up again. Like that's how I quit jobs. I've never turned in a 2 weeks notice in my life. I don't even know how to write one of those. Like that's not something that they teach us in the Black community. We just stop going. Like fuck this shit. Like that's how we quit, right? So I appreciated being able to tell someone that looks like me, like, look, fuck this shit. And she was like, you know what? I get it. And we went our amicable ways. It was cool. Like we was both parties was happy. Now I don't know about her managers and who she had to answer to, but I was good. You know what I mean? Like I was just taking care of myself. And that's what we gotta do during this time. We gotta find ways to take care of yourself. So if you want to quit your job, quit your job. Tell them Sean said it's okay. Like that's what we're gonna do from now on. Blame it on me. Say go to your job tomorrow. Say Shantanette says quit, and they're gonna be like, okay. They're not gonna know who I am, but they're gonna be like, okay, and just walk the fuck out. That's what we're gonna do. But thank you guys. That's my time. I appreciate you, Allie. I love you so much. I cannot wait to get back in the open and do this shit live. But this house party is turned up, and I'm so happy to be here.
Yes, love you too, mamas. Give it up for Miss Shantanette Morgan, guys. Yes, oh my gosh. Okay, yes, and congratulations on the pregnancy. I have wanted to come to your open mic in the park, but I've got 2 sick parents and I don't really pay rent. I pay a tolerance fee, so I can't really leave. I'm at their mercy. So, but I'll be there soon. Okay, yes, give it up for Miss Shantanette. Guys, we're going to take a brief break, and I want you to enjoy the sounds. Get your house party on because it's a house party. And we're just going to take a little break and enjoy some music from DJ Rematch, guys. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey,
How y'all liking this show so far? I hope you're having a good time.
Freestyle fan, to make trying to be answered. Drinking with your chicken cause I'm camping. I live in top of hip hop, this is hip hop today. I give props to hip hop, so hip hop parade. Oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hip hop parade. Oh, hey, oh,
This one goes for all my short people out there. Hey, if you got 2 class on the basketball team, then I think you know this song right here. No offense. I'm 6'5", you can't talk about me.
I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl who legit I would call her. Wish I had a rabbit in a hat with a pack and a 6'4" ball. I wish I was like 6'9" so I could get with Leo. She don't know me, even though she's really fine. I see her all the time. Everywhere I go, and even in my dreams, I can see my way to make her mine. Cause I know she's living fat. Her boyfriend's tall and he plays ball. So how am I gonna keep with that? Cause when it comes to playing basketball, I'm always last to be beaten in the kids who never beat it off. So I can beat up on the wall. But sit up in the bleachers with the other girls who can't go out, they made a ball. Dang it, I never understood. Like when the jocks see the fly girl. I tell them scats, skip to the vibe. You got me with a vibe. In the hospital, talking that dress. I confess it's a shame when you live in a city that's the size of a box. Nobody knows your name. Glad I came to my senses. Like we got sick to my stomach. Overcoming my thoughts. And being up together, right? So when I asked her, she said I wasn't the type. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl with a kid. I would call her. I wish I had a marriage and a hat with a pack and a 6'4" ball. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl with a kid. I would call her. I wish I had a marriage and a hat with a pack and a 6'4" ball. I can slowly slide it from you. I will lie. I try, but I can't find it. Boy, you're dancing real close. But it's real slow. You're making it all for me. Hold the scores on you, but there you dance like a baby. Oh, it's almost like a sex. Oh, yeah. Yeah, ooh, I like it. No, I can't deny it, but I know you can tell I'm excited. Oh, girl. Back to dancing, feel a little pull coming through on you.
Hey, can we keep the throwback vibes going? I'm gonna give y'all that good. I don't think you're ready for this next one right here. Your mama might know this. Oh yeah, feels so good, so real. I can't find it. It's real close. Feels love. You know. Looking for your friend, the one you left and never called you again. Remember when he told you he was about to Benjamins? You act like you're him, like give him a little chance to begin. Now you think you really gonna pretend like you wasn't down and called him again. Plus when you give it up so easy, you ain't even fooling him. If you did it then, and you probably can. Talking out your next thing, your request man. Just sleeping with the chin. Now that was the sin that did Jezebel. And who you gonna tell when the repercussions spin? Showing up the ass, cause you thinking it's a straight girlfriend. Let me break it down for you again. You know I only say it cause I'm truly genuine. Don't be a hard rock when you really are a gem, baby girl. Respect is just the minimum. Niggas fucked up, you still just putting on now. Boring is only human. You don't think I haven't been through the same predicament. I sit inside the head like a million women in Philly pen. And silly when girls sell they phone because you can. Look at where you be in. Here we back in the years. Nails up out the bins. Come again. Come again. Hey, sing that chorus for me, ladies. Talk to him. Come on, y'all, let's get hyped now. All right, we got the energy up. Well, let's go. Jump, jump. We gone. Huh? Come on, in your living room. Break your bed.
Don't try to compare us to another bad little fad on the Mac and I'm bad. Give you something that you never had. I make your rump, bring them to shake your rump. Cause I be kicking that stuff that makes you wanna jump. How, real hot, with some dress so fly. A young lovable, huggable type of guy. And everything was in our back with a little slack. Cause inside out is wiggin' whack. I can't stop it, it's so pumping, they keep me jumping. R&B, rapping for crack.
Hey, I see you. Hey, where y'all red cup at? Hey, you got a red cup and jump. You got a blue cup. You at the house. You in your car, man.
Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed those tunes. Oh my God, this is such a house party. I really like it. I do nothing during the week ever. So this is like the highlight. Okay, and yeah, I'm drinking. I did not take any edibles this time, so we will not be getting too effed up. Okay, we're just drinking water. Lots and lots of water because we got to stay hydrated. The heat wave is coming. Anyway, guys, I'm going to keep the show rocking and rolling. I'm going to bring up a really good friend of mine. He's like low-key my smoke buddy because we always smoke together. Last time you told me, be nice because I'm nice to you. Because I didn't share weed. You gotta make sure you share the weed, guys. And when he brings weed, okay, that means obviously the next time it's your turn to bring the weed. I did not know the thing, the situation, but I know it now. So okay, there's etiquette, guys, and I didn't know. Anyway, with that said, I'm gonna bring up a really good friend of mine. Let's get our hands together and bring up Mr. Sean Connor.
We cutting the music, DJ. Fuck it. All right, whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna just talk my shit then. All right, trying to follow the directions. What up? Nah. Cut it now. Don't make me look like the dumbass. Don't make me look like the dickhead. You gotta own it now, DJ Rematch. I fuck with you though, DJ Rematch. I see you got the black power behind you. No, come on back. I'm talking shit to you now. You got the black power behind you with the Muhammad Ali. I love that. I love how you shouted out your height just for no reason. He was like, yeah, well, I'm 6'5". It was like nobody put it in the chat. Nobody asked. He was like, just in case anybody's wondering, I'm 6'5". You've been giving us the 90s R&B vibe the whole time. I love the one strap undone. It looks like you're gonna reach out to the camera and go, yeah. I love it. It's beautiful. You've been rocking with the tunes the whole time. The first song you played, no, it was early. You played Return of the Mac, and you said this song is for the players. I love Return of the Mac, but he is hurting that song. You can tell that she did him dirty because he's singing Return, and then in the ad libs, he's just, oh my God. Even one time in the song, he goes, be strong. He's just talking to himself in the mirror, like, Return of the Mac, baby. One day he's gonna come back. No, man, I appreciate Allie putting this together. Every time Allie walks away, I smoke weed and have crazy thoughts. I thought that she had a bed in her room and a bed in her closet. I didn't realize that was a mirror. I was like, God damn, what the fuck is that for? Is there like an ugly Allie that she doesn't let come out during the day? I'm like, why does she keep her twin sister like this in the closet? I didn't understand it, but now I get it. Shawnetta, you had a great set. Everybody had a great set, but Shawnetta, you had a great set. I'm gonna tell you this. When the clinic sees me, they know that I don't have health insurance. They be like, where have you been? You know you should have been in here weeks ago. I'm like, I'm sorry, guys. I've been having a hard life out here during the corona. But no, I've been doing all right during the corona, living good. You guys see I have my my black crown on, my suede wave cap. I wear this because I don't have a shape up. And my black brothers know how hard it is to be out here with the no shape up.
Bruh.
The whole corona, I have been texting my barber twice and third times. I know he's pissed, and I know his girl's like, who is texting you at 11:30? He's like, it's just the clients, baby. It's just the clients. I feel fucked up now because now I feel like a drug addict because I'm hitting them up like, man, I just need a line. Please, just give me a line. Barbers in general, though, they're good people because they make sure you look good, but they're toxic people by nature. And it's because men go there to unwind. Like every man goes there once a week or every 2 weeks, and he gets to get all his toxic shit off. But a barber has to be in that toxic facility all day, every day. So he just gets engraved in it. That's why when you go in there, they don't give a fuck about your ambitions, your hopes and dreams. You're like, yeah, I just got this promotion. I'm like, fuck all that. You fucking any bitches out here? That's all I want to know about. I'm like, God damn, barber, take it easy. That's why in 2020, I couldn't have women, they're getting their hair all types of different ways. I couldn't have a girl with a shortcut because I'm insecure. I couldn't have my girl be like, yo, your barber's tight. Can I come to him? I'm like, no, you can't go to my barber. That would fuck up our whole relationship because I know what type of person my barber is. Because black men know when you're getting your shape up, you know, you got your arms on the armrests. You're trying not to look into his eyes while he's lining you up. And he gets over on the side and his dick bump might hit your elbow one time. You'd be like, hey, nigga, I ain't into that shit. Don't do that shit. What if I take my girl to get the shape up? He gives her the dick bump and she don't move the arm. Now I got to decide. Now I got to decide who I'm loyal to. Now I got to decide to who's more beneficial to me. I feel like I got a couple more years with my look, so I can get a new girl. I don't know if I can get a new barber. He does me right. He's been keeping me in the streets out here, getting work, getting play. I'll tell you guys this though. This is just a warning to the fellas. I know that since we're inside all the time, we're always on the computer, we're always on the phone, we're scrolling. Be careful what you decide to like and follow because these women out here can do anything today. They can decide exactly how they want to look. And you just got to be careful. I'm not discriminating against anybody. You just got to be careful because I liked this girl's pictures on Instagram for a month before I found out she was packing more meat than me. It was messed up, bro. And this nigga was thick. He had the titties and ass in the right place. I was like, God damn, bro, I've been gay for a month and didn't even know it. How I found out, I got bold. I decided to slide in the DMs. And she let me know, her, I don't want to offend anybody. She let me know right up front. She was like, just to let you know, I'm TS. I wasn't familiar with the acronym. I was like, is that tall and slim? Is that too serious? Are you a Trump supporter, baby? I don't care about politics. That don't mean nothing to me. I'm an uninformed black man. How I really found out, though, I got the number. We start texting back and forth, and I felt a vibe. You know, I felt like we had a connection. So when we like you ladies, we say, hey, send me a pic. Because I liked her, I said, hey, send me a pic. She fucking sent me a dick pic, bro. I didn't want to get canceled, though. I'm doing shows. I want to make it one day. I didn't know what to say. I was like, nice dick, good dick, bro. I didn't know how to respond to that shit. It just fucked me up, man. I don't know. I'll be honest with you guys. I was ragging on the 90s hip hop before, but I really do love the old school. One person that I watching all these lives and all our legends, I'm torn because I do love the songs and I love the music, but I hate to see the older version of our legends try to pretend that they're the young version. I'm like, oh, come on, man. We should have left this song in the 90s when you had all the energy and looked good. Now you got your jeans don't fit as good, your shirt, you got the beer belly, you look like an uncle. I don't really want to see DMX like that. He's one of my heroes. When when them songs first came out, Lil Bow Wow was Lil. Now he's just shy. Now I don't even know how to react to this shit. One person that I do miss though is Nate Dogg. RP to Nate Dogg. Nate Dogg is one of the legends because Nate Dogg had a voice that was so good. He could sing and he didn't have vocal range, but he just stayed in that one note so good that you was like, damn, this nigga's killing it. I felt like Nate Dogg could have delivered bad news and you still deliver it well. Like if I was fucking a girl and I had Nate Dogg's voice, I'd be like, I just came inside of you and I know you're not on birth control, but you might be pregnant tomorrow. Oh. All right, I was just working that joke out. Thank you guys for listening to that bullshit. I'm Shawnee Cop.
Hey.
Yeah, give it up one more time for Sean Connor. Woo! All right. Oh my goodness. That was hilarious, Sean. You really got on him. You really got on him because he didn't play the music. You kill me. Anyway, guys, we are going to keep this show rocking and rolling. We only got a couple more comics for you. It's a great night. Don't forget to support Protest Party. That is how we are here. Go ahead and donate to protestparty.tv. You can donate there. There's a button. Click it. Donate. Everything helps, guys. Our show is strictly donation-based, and we appreciate all of your support, okay? And I'm dropping all of the comics, all of the comics, plural, their Cash Apps and Venmos in the chat, okay? So go ahead and just continue to support us because we really appreciate it. And thank you for everybody who's donated so far. All right. With that said, I'm going to bring up this next comedian. Oh, my goodness. She doesn't need an introduction, so I'm just not even going to do it. She doesn't need an introduction, girl, and that means a lot. If I'm not giving you an intro, that means I just believe in you, bitch. So with that said, let's bring up the next comedian and get our hands together for Abby Washula.
Thank you. Oh, okay. I love this song. She would do this in the video. She's my hero. Mariah. Thank you. I love it. Thank you, Allie. Thank you for the show. Thank you for no intro. I totally don't feel at all pressured. That's fine. Everything's gonna go super well now. I'm sure of it. You haven't jinxed it at all. So that's cool. Hi, everyone. Hello. I can't see you, but I'm sure that you are there. I don't understand Twitch. I'm old. I don't understand. I had to Google Twitch, but I don't know. We'll get into it later. I'm going to find out. I've got to ask a younger person. What is this thing that the kids are watching? It's like a new YouTube. I can't keep up. Thank you for coming out. What better way to, spend our evening after a long day behind a computer screen than to, be together now behind a computer screen. I'm so happy to see all of you. These virtual shows are obviously not as fun as the real thing, for me especially, but it's so much harder to get chlamydia. So that has been, one positive, I feel like, for me, that's been working. So did everyone have a good childhood, or how are things going for you guys? I don't know what to say. I used to start shows by asking if everybody had a good week, but there are no longer weeks, right? There's just the endless cycle of day into night into day. And so now I just ask about childhood. I do love doing these shows. I used to try to make myself do a virtual show monthly, but it is the only time I ever wash my hair. So my boyfriend suggested I make it a weekly. So I'm doing that now. I'm not washing my hair though. I've stopped doing that. I'm also just completely not wearing pants anymore. I used to like try and even be like, you know what? This is all part of the thing. Like put an outfit on. I would stand up for these shows and I would hold my mic and I'd be like, this is it. And now I just won't. I won't even. Like now that the corona's been going on for so long, can you even imagine having to put pants on to do anything? Like if anybody asks you, like you have to go to my job, I'm gonna just put pants on, and I'm not gonna be doing that. I'm not gonna be doing that in the morning. What else? I hate talking about Corona, but it's like I've been writing a lot of jokes about it because it's all I think about. Like this is scary. We could be living through the millennial version of the Great Depression, which is terrifying. Like because there could be bread lines, and all of those bread lines will be gluten free. And I think that is the really scary part. You know, we're just gonna add like it's scary enough with Corona, and now we're just gonna add hipsters, which makes it really terrifying. Although I thought about it in a way, like maybe hipsters are the most prepared for something like this. You know, it's like, well, you're already dressed like a 1920s hobo. So I guess we're halfway there. These virtual shows are great. Things are hard though, like trying to modify like the way, because right, you can't interact. Like you're on there. I'm sure you might be saying things, but I can't read and type at the same time. I can't, you know. And then like I like to interact with the audience. In comics, we like to do like something we like to do a lot is like by round of applause, like who likes, you know, we like to take a poll, and you can't do that here. I can't hear you. And also like maybe for this time in our lives in the world, that's also maybe not the right sentiment, right? Like by round of applause, like who is sad? Who is so sad? Because all of us, I don't know, technology is killing me. Every call now has to be a video call. Every call, like what used to be just like a 2-second informational. People are like, my Uber Eats driver was like, do you want to FaceTime? I fucking absolutely do not want to FaceTime. And not because I'm not lonely. Okay. I just didn't want him to know that I ordered all 3 of those meals for just me, because there is no one else home, sir. No one else home. I actually live with my boyfriend. So that's been nice to have like a companion. We're fucking bored out of our minds though, because New York is still closed as fuck. So we're just like making up games to entertain ourselves around the apartment. Right now we're playing one. It's called Who Touched the Thermostat? And that's a game we're playing. Nobody wins that game. It's a tricky one. It's a fucking tricky one. I had big plans for quarantine. I don't know if anyone else had big plans. You know what I mean? You're like, you know what? I'm gonna get my shit together. I'm gonna like, you know, spruce up my resume, adopt the dog, fucking paint the house. None of that, right? Now, if I change out of my like nighttime pajamas into my daytime pajamas, it's like been a real victory. So we really lowered the bar. I also thought I was going to get into like prison shape. No, because I didn't want to be one of those people, right? Who was like, you know, like now I would say I'm going to get skinny if I had time to get skinny. And then you can't tell people that story. He's like, now you have time. So I'm like, now I got to do it. And it didn't work out. I like gained so much weight that like things that shouldn't be tight are tight. Like things that are never like underwear, my underwear are too tight. Like that's a problem. If you have to get out of an elastic waistband at the end of the day, like that's a low point. I'm like, okay. They're going to be like, Abby died during quarantine, you guys. It's horrible. Like, what? Was it coronavirus? It was hypertension. She was eating a lot of cheese. It was serious. I've tried all the diets though, all the different diets. I'm doing the one now, the fucking, what's everyone doing with the bulimia? I'm doing that one. That's what I've been doing. It's not working. It's not working. What was useful though, I have to say, is that it kind of helped my Tinder game. I used to put that right at the top of my Tinder profile, and I was getting a lot of swipes right after that. Just like no gag reflex, you know? It was just, I don't know. It was working for me. No, I am honest about the fact that I have an eating disorder. And back when the world was open, I told this guy on like a date, and I was like, oh, I have an eating disorder. And he was like, you don't look skinny enough to have an eating disorder. And I was like, wow, you don't look dumb enough to have talked your way out of getting a blowjob, but people will surprise you. That is incredible. I kind of also thought quarantine was going to be kind of romantic at first. Like, you know, when it's going to be a snowstorm and you're like, this is going to be nice. We'll slow down. We'll like, you know, open a bottle of wine. We'll like use this old newspaper and books for kindling in the fireplace. Cut to 3 months later, and you're a hopeless alcoholic who's banned from the library. You're like, this is terrible. What else is going on? While all this is happening, I'm going through a divorce on top of everything. So that's super fun. My ex would tell you that we ended it because I have an ego problem. Gross. I know. I was like, that's not what my fans are telling me. Like, what? Like, not one tweet about it. It's like, I think I would have heard. No, honestly, just after all that time together, we just fundamentally disagreed about important stuff. Like it turned out, for instance, that he wanted 5 or maybe even 6 children. So many children. And I wanted like maybe 1 orgasm.
Oh.
It was like, how do you come to an agreement about it? We couldn't. All right, guys, that's been my time. My name is Abwashuda. Follow me on the internets, and I will send you a sweet picture of a dick pic that you can use to harass men who send you dick pics. So I have a great one. It's like a burrito. You're going to love it. Thank you, Allie, so much for the show. This is super, super fun. Enjoy the rest of your nights and stay safe out there. Woo!
Okay, guys, let's give it up one more time for Abby Washuda. Woo! Okay, by the way the chat was going, you see what I mean? She needed no freaking intro. She did not need an intro like I knew she did. I was like, whatever intro that I'm going to try and muster up and stutter up, bitch, is not going to work. You did it. You delivered like I knew you guys would. Everybody, oh my gosh, give it up for everyone that you have seen so far. Yes. Virtually clap, please. We can see your claps in the chat. Everybody virtually clap. Give it up for Laurel Cummings, Sean Twinette Morgan, Sean Connor, Abby Washuda, and of course, your DJ Rematch. Yes, we are getting it up. If you guys hear somebody laughing, that's him. Because he's not on mute. So, yeah, but that's him. Okay, guys. So, without further ado, I am going to bring up a really good friend of mine, a big brother of mine. He is hilarious. I had to get him on the show because he's amazing. And yeah, okay, I'm a little tipsy now. Okay, yeah, don't judge me. So it's just been a night. You know, this has been a fun hour. It's been so amazing. And without further ado, I'm going to bring up someone who I look up to, who literally graces stages around the freaking world. I can say that. Around the world, okay? Who does stand up for real, who is a purist, mind you, and a really good friend of mine. Everybody get your hands together for Mr. Ruben Hall.
Give me your number, I call you up. You act like your pussy on Intera. I don't have no trouble with you fucking me, but I have a little problem with you not fucking me. Baby, you know I'ma take care of you, cause you said you got my baby and I know it ain't true. Is it a good thing? No, it's bad, bitch. For good or worse, makes you switch. So I walk on over with my crystal. And you put away your baby.
Rematch. Hey, first of all, thank you guys for having me. Everybody was fantastic, from Laurel to Sean Tonette to Abby, Allie. Thank you guys for having me. Rematch. I'm always fascinated by DJs' names. How did you get the name Rematch? Did you take an L or something? You lost and you wanted a rematch? Like, you only want a rematch after you lose. Niggas don't want rematches after victories. You never hear anybody win and go, let's run it back. You're like, I'm out, nigga. I can't hear you. Turn on. How'd you get the name Rematch real quick?
So my real name is Kyrie.
Oh, okay.
You take the re off the end and put it match because you don't want to hear it again. Rematch. Oh my God, that was bars.
That's a stretch. But I'm gonna roll with you on that. First of all, before we do anything, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman, John Thompson, Cliff Robinson. Man, this has been a crazy year. Man, when Chadwick Boseman died, that really affected me. Because that means we're back to Will Smith as our black superhero. I'm our black drunk superhero. 2020 has been a crazy year. I can't wait to say RIP 2020. One thing that 2020 has been great with is letting you know you ain't shit. If you didn't know you wasn't shit, 2020 lets you know immediately that you ain't shit. You know how? Because when you wake up every morning, you be like, I ain't got shit to do. And then you talk to your friends who actually have lives. You be like, yo, what'd you do? Them motherfuckers really be earning their lunch. Like, they really earned their lunch break. When you in this situation, you're like, damn. And this, I've learned a lot about my friends during this pandemic. Like niggas that I thought was doing well with their lives, it's like, yo, you ask the phone, you're like, yo, what's up? Like, nigga, you get your unemployment? Like, yo, that's how we're starting the conversation. Did you get your unemployment? Is shit that bad? Like, yeah, nigga, they cut the extra they cut the $600 extra a week. I'm like, yeah, man, they sure did. It's like, man, shit. I wasn't making $600 before the pandemic. So that shows you where people really are. You learn a lot, man. A lot of craziness going on. I will say the thing I feel sorry for the next generation who's being homeschooled by our generation's parents. I got a homeboy who's teaching his kids. This nigga didn't graduate from high school. So I feel very concerned about his kids. And the thing that kills me about him being a teacher, he really act like he knows what he be talking about too. And then the real teacher, when she comes on, I guess they doing it through whatever portals that they have. But like when I was growing up, your parents would embarrass you by, stuff like, driving you to school. If your parents had a bucket, that's the type of shit that would embarrass you when your parents would drive you to school. Our parent-teacher conference when your mom would come in her fucked up outfit or her head in a wrap or some shit like that. But now with these online schools, you in the middle of class and your black mama's in the background. Boy, I told your ass to, didn't I tell you to wash these dishes? I don't give a fuck about your teacher. So you can hear all kind of shit in the background with these Zoom classes. I can only imagine. And shout to that. Watching you during this whole show has been the highlight for me because the expression on your face sometimes, watching everybody, you like, damn, I ain't shit. Shout to that has that look on her face of every black woman that's about to give you bad news. But let me see what else I want to talk about. I will say this: it's like, back to the teaching the kids. My homeboy tried to tell me he was a professor, the same one who didn't graduate from high school. He's like, I'm a professor. I'm like, motherfucker, you ain't no professor. You got to at least go to college to become a professor. Shit, you didn't even get your GED. What else is going on? Somebody talked about losing weight. That's very ambitious for you to want to lose weight during a pandemic. But during this pandemic, most of us have dessert with dessert. So you eating too much at that point. Like you finish the dessert, like, damn, I'm still hungry. I guess I'll get some more cake. But I will say this, when this pandemic is over, going back to find out you ain't shit, you're really gonna see, what people have really been doing. Like I know a lot of us has been panicking. Like every time Garcetti gives a press conference and you put on some weight, you be like, man, I hope this motherfucker don't open back up tomorrow because I got titties right now. If you're a man. I will say that a lot of people act like they're productive and they're not being productive. A lot of people call and say, hey, what you got going on for today? Like same shit I had going on yesterday. Absolutely nothing, but you try to act like it's popping, and you really will know who your real friends are during this time too, because if people ain't returning your phone calls in Texas during the pandemic, they're not fucking with you. It's just that simple. No one's that busy where they be like, man, I wasn't by my phone. Like, you're by your phone, bro. Everybody's by their phone. All of us, man. A lot of crazy things happening. White people discovered racism in 2020, which is awesome. Congratulations. Not everybody discovered it, but a lot of white people have discovered racism is a real thing. But the thing that kills me is all these companies, when the shit first went down with George Floyd, all these companies came out and was like, we stand for Black Lives Matter. We support Black Lives Matter. We're against racism. We're against all this shit. And what do they do for us? They take Aunt Jemima off the fucking pancake box. Or what was she on the like that? That's how you go tell us you go take money out of her family's pocket to fucking tell us that you down with Black Lives Matter? Shit. It's just crazy to me how people are just so shocked by everything. Like everything is this big surprise now. It's like we're in a pandemic, man. It's like we got to do whatever we can do. I have a friend who's dating. How the fuck are you dating when people got corona? Like I have a friend, one of my closest friends. Every time I go to this bitch's house, and I mean bitch in a nice way, we're like 12 feet apart. She got a mask on, I got a mask on, and then this bitch tell me she fucked the delivery guy like a week ago. Like, really? I'm 12 feet away from you, and you fucking the DoorDash dude that you just fucking met a week ago? You got their priorities all out of whack. You know, if you're gonna be, if you're gonna be conscious with COVID and everything, you can't be fucking perfect strangers just randomly, especially who's delivering your food. I'll say that right off the top. And also, coming out of this, doing shows like this, these shows are not easy, and I really hate doing these shows. I do them for Allie, because Allie's my girl, but this is the most unnatural shit you can do stand-up comedy-wise. It's like we on couches, you know, we got a DJ in the corner to make us feel normal. Sean getting butted. And let me tell you something, Sean. I ain't never wanted to smoke weed so bad after seeing you smoke. You make that fucking joint look delicious. That shit looked like, yo, Snoop rolled that shit and gave it to you. That's how good it. And you remember when you was a kid? Have you ever seen somebody eat some food and you be like, damn, that shit look good? And you're like, what is that? And you're like, a sock? Like, damn, you made that shit look good. That's how you made that joint look. I'm like, yo, I'm about to get high as soon as I get off of this fucking show. I wanted you to pass it so bad, but we're, again, in a virtual world. What else do I talk about? Congratulations on being pregnant. I think that's fantastic. Is it your first kid? Just nod yes or no. Did you hear me? No? Is it your first kid? Second kid. Oh, okay. The sound is going in and out when you were on, but congratulations. Sean, it wasn't her second kid? Oh, it's two. Chantanette, is your second kid?
It's our second kid.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. All right. And you're happy about it, I hope, because I couldn't really hear. It was going in and out. Okay, good. It's good to be happy because when my sister, you know, I got a niece and a nephew, and when my sister had her kid, I didn't know I was going to be the father. Because my sister was out hustling, and that was my rent. Me and my sister used to live together. I used to have to take care of my nieces and nephews. People used to think that my nieces and nephews was my kids. So I'm glad that you are embracing motherhood. And are you homeschooling? And how's that working out for you? You ain't shit either. I love when people be like, yo, they got some new math. Like, no, motherfucker, 4 + 4 has always been 4 + 4. You just didn't graduate again. Because I just give him shit every day when we call because he shouldn't be teaching anybody's kids. But I will say this, I'm looking forward to doing social distancing shows, outdoors. Before, as a comedian, we used to complain about outdoor shows. I don't know how you guys feel about outdoor shows, but we like, man, I don't want to do no motherfucking outdoor show. Man, you hearing cars drive by and you can hear people. Like, I would take an outdoor show in a heartbeat. Any day of the week, everybody's 6 feet apart, because doing comedy on Zoom with the sound off is a challenge, Allie. It's a challenge. So you don't know if you're seeing fake smiles and everybody's grinning to be supportive, but I will say this: bombing on the Zoom show doesn't really affect you much because as soon as it's over, you ain't got to walk out and see none of the comedians. You know, when you have a bad set. It was cool, the crowd, I mean, it was cool. That was with you on the one bit though. See now, nigga, you just flip the laptop down. I log off. It's it. You ain't got to do the walk of shame. You ain't got to do that. And, you know, it's always that one comedian that wants to hang out after he had a bad set just to see if everybody's going to talk about him. all the audience members are walking out. And they're like, you was funny. Yeah. And let me say one thing to the audience members. If somebody is standing next to somebody that wasn't funny, wait till the dude that you thought was funny or the woman you thought was funny is by themselves. Don't nobody want to have a bad set and then get double shit on at the end of the fucking night. That's the worst thing. You were my favorite. You were my favorite. I liked you the best. Like, bitch, you can't get up here and do this. But anyway, I guess that's my time. Allie just gave me the light. I rambled, but I appreciate all of you guys performing. Allie, we're going to discuss sound the next time we do this. But I appreciate you guys. I'm out.
Woo! Give it up one more time. All right, guys. Okay. We kill the music. Oh my gosh, guys. It has been a great show. This is hilarious. Ruben, you kill me every single time. Yeah, no, I've been that comic where people have gone up to them and like, oh my God, you are so funny. And I'm standing right there. And I'm like, this is real great. This is, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna have to tell myself about the floor when I get home. I'm not riding home with music, ride home in silence. You're gonna think about how you bombed, ho. So, you know, but yes, guys, please. But I love Zoom shows. I feel like Zoom shows are like, I don't know, guys. They're just my jam, man. Like, I don't have to see anybody. I don't have to see somebody disengage from what I'm saying. So if I'm bombing, I don't have to see you get on your phone. I don't have to see you whisper, she is not funny. Or like, why is she talking about it? I don't have to see any of this. It's just me, the camera, and that's it. And I look at the comedians. If you guys don't know, the way we have it set up is hilarious. So we're looking at each other and we obviously can't see you guys. And we're all on mute, but we're smiling and we're like, keep going. The jokes is hitting. But it's hilarious. This has been an absolute great show, guys. I want to say thank you one more time to Protest Party. We have all the comments on the screen right now, so you can see everybody. Guys, wave to your audience. They can all see us. Thank you guys so much for donated and watched the show. We will be back here. We are a bi-weekly show, twice a month, guys. So you can see us. We will, of course, have these guys back again. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you to DJ Rematch for keeping us up with the tunes. Thank you to Laurel Cummings for starting off the show. Sean Morgan for always gracing us with her presence. Sean Connor, keeping it real, as always. Abby Washuta doing her thing, bitch, yes. And Ruben Paul for headlining our show. Thank you guys so much. Stick around for a little bit of tunes, and we're out of here. Bye. Thank you.
Stop what you're doing, cause I'm about to ruin the hippins in the style that you used to. I look funny, but yo, I'm making money, see? So
Revolution. Thank y'all so much for coming in. Thank y'all for joining us tonight on Kicking It with Kirk.
Thanks for tuning in to the Introvert Dating Success Show.
Welcome to our second edition of Diversity in Lighting.
Tonight's video is super off the cuff.
The first question of the day, plain and simple, is marriage hard?
We're going to be answering a question from a guy. His current girlfriend has been communicating with a toxic ex-boyfriend.
How do we get BIPOCs into these positions of power?
I want to talk about performative activism and why it's so harmful to the Black Lives Matter movement.
So let's dive in it, man.
Revolution. If you don't like what we doing, if you don't want to rock with the NFAC, that's cool. Form your own militia.
There is a playbook for this shit. It's not like we have to create it from scratch just because now we're all digital.
We need people who are there on the computer and off of it. You have to be there for the good and the bad. You can't just be there when it's most convenient for you.
If they was really about what they was about, they would have been at all the formations.
So you need to make sure also that Black ideas and Black people creating culture get funded.
It's not just who we see on stage. It's those that they point to at their curtain call.
Listen, have the conversation, be humble, admit what mistakes were made.
These chat rooms can go, but this thing has me rolling. Somebody did say, what about them women who be proposing to their men? Should the men take their last name? Absolutely. Absolutely.
If you want to be a part of this fight, you're going to have to learn to be uncomfortable.
Revolution. Revolution.
Good night. Again, calling Mayor Muriel Bowser to release all the tapes of Deon K being shot in the back by one of her officers. Hashtag justice for Deon, DEON. Defund MPD. Reimagine public safety. This is not what public safety looks like. Hand sanitizer coming around. That's not public safety. This is public safety. Hand sanitizer coming around. I don't see the cops doing any. Yeah. We're in DC. Jay, we're in DC, and Just a few hours ago, a kid who I understand had just turned 18, named Dion K, was shot in the back by a police officer. He died. They killed him. Call on Mayor Muriel Bowser to release all the tapes of Dion K being shot in the back by one of her officers. Call on her to defund MPD, the Metropolitan Police Department here in DC. Follow Black Lives Matter DC, DMV Black Lives. Hashtag Justice for Dion. Justice for Dion, DEON.
You have the nerve to fucking roll your eyes. It's like, honey, you're getting paid. That child is not. No, they be put. Did you know Instagram?
All right, I'm going to shut this off here in a minute. But please follow Black Lives Matter DC, DMV Black Lives. Please call on Mayor Muriel Bowser to release the videotapes of Dion K being shot in the back. Hashtag Justice for Dion, DEON. And defund the police. Defund MPD. Hashtag Justice for Dion. Hashtag defund MPD. That's the name of DC's police force. Metropolitan Police Department. All right. Good night. Again, call on Mayor Muriel Bowser to release all the tapes of Dion K being shot in the back by one of her officers. Hashtag Justice for Dion, DEON.
Yeah, y'all. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, y'all. That child is not. No, they be put. Did you know Instagram? Posting videos. I'm gonna go get him.
Again, calling Mayor Muriel Bowser to release all the tapes of Deon K being shot in the back by one of her officers. Hashtag justice for Deon, D-E-O-N. Defund MPD. Reimagine public safety. This is not what public safety looks like. Hand sanitizer coming around.
Wait, hold on. Do we ever what? Yeah, we do. We should get sponsored by 7-Eleven. How about we go into 7-Eleven?
Right. Seriously.
It's at the point where I don't go into other stores because it's like 7-Eleven or nothing now.
What's up? I haven't been reading my goddamn comments. I'm sorry, guys.
How comfortable is my helmet?
I don't even feel it.
Have vests that say police HSI.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's fucking Homeland Security.
Mr. Homeland Security, sir.
Sir?
Sir?
You gonna let that woman out of that room, sir?
Sir! Who's the Secretary of State, whoever the hell oversees? Who oversees Homeland Security?
Secretary of Defense?
I thought it was. Never mind. Clearly.
Jonathan's like electoral politics.
Clearly don't know anything about this. All I know is they are not from here.
I know that they are not welcome in my town.
They are not from here.
They are not welcome.
They don't belong here.
Yeah, we need to go home, sir.
Their plates don't even.
Sir, please go home.
They don't match. They're
Sir,
from.
put your mask over your nose.
You see what I'm talking about? I represent all the dirties. When we know the swinging now, we'll show you what I'm talking about. Here we go. Picture phone. Now let me see you picture phone. Now let me see you. It's your boy Cupid. See you be the oddity. Mr. Fat on the track. Another. Here we go. Hey.
come on prepared. You know what I mean? Get your vote on, because otherwise we're gonna have to dig this pick again for another 4 fucking years, and we don't want to do that. So, fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, 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 fuck Donald Trump. Fuck it up, home on the ride, I can't ride, we don't give a fuck. Let's do this, check it from your right, well, I'm ready to go right now, the person's ass is too much. I just gave brownie points without chance. He can't make decisions for this country, he gon' crash. No, can't be a slave for him, you got me appreciate about my way, boy. Hey, got name 1,000 games, so reason to be president, but we hate for him. Fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, let's go around this way. Nigga, am I tripping? Let me know. I thought that Donald Trump bullshit was a joke. Know what they say when rich niggas go broke? Look, Reagan's so cold. Obama's so ho. Donald Trump spent his trust fund money on the vote. I'm a place where you probably can't go. Speaking for some people that you probably ain't know. Pressure built up and it's probably gonna blow. And if we say go, then they probably gonna go. Vote Trump, then we probably all do. And if you like me, then you probably ain't know. Rest in peace, Nip. Rest in peace, Kobe. Who else? Rest in peace, Chadwick. Hold up another days. I got a show today. Hey, guess what I'm trying to do? Hustle and motivate. Choppers are going away. Hustle the other way. That's why they follow me, huh? They think I know the way. From the top. Like I said, man, we're here to motivate y'all. We're here to get through. We're here together. I love this right here. If you know the word, say it with me. Let's go. Pull up another case. I got a show today. Guess what I'm trying to do? Hustle and motivate. Choppers will go away. Hustle the other way. That's why they follow me, huh? They think I know the way. Start to control the things. Rolling the slow away. And if you part of my trend, I make you my protege. Crossing that soldier race. Niggas don't know them days. Take you in back of the bills. Make you expose your rage. Take you across the tracks. Make you expose face. Now you official now. But you got a soul to say. I just been cooking that new. I'm about to drop in the fuel. Think if I call it the grand, the people gon' call it the truth. Ain't really care on the credit. I just paid all of my bills. I just respected the game. Got my name on the news. Triple on all of my moves. Quote me on this, got a lot more to prove. Remember I came in this bitch. Fresh out the county. Nothing to lose. No, you gotta do everything with purpose. If you ain't out here for no purpose, what's your point?